Hey guys, it's Taven here at the Quirky Lotus. Just wanted to jump on here real quick and tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Solstice, um, Blessed Yule. I know I'm missing tons. I'm not really sure what the prefix is to Kwanzaa, but happy festivities, right? And sending so much love. We are sending so much love to everyone here from the Quirky Lotus. We're sending so much love to all of you folks. Um, I am currently in Connecticut. I am visiting my brother. So we have been up here for almost a week and super excited. I haven't been able to spend the holidays with my brother. I'm the oldest, and there's a whole like shit ton of us. Um, so I haven't been able to spend the holidays with him since childhood. He was a young child, and I was leaving off to go to the military, and then so we haven't really spent the holidays together before. But I'm up here in Connecticut with him and his wife and all of the zoo. It's a super busy road, but I love their front porch. So this is where we are. So Connecticut had snow, like mounds and mounds and mounds of snow, and so we woke up this morning, and now there's no snow. Although I heard that South Carolina woke up and there was snow, so I'm just gonna say you're welcome and claim it, right? Um, so I wanted to just kind of touch base with everybody. 2020 has been crazy, right? Um, Traveling just to get up here to Connecticut has been such an adventure. We went through so many different emotions and so many different stages of how to travel safely and how to, we did our Rona testing and, waited for those to come back negative and all these things. And we struggled with how many stops do we make? Do we pack lunches? Do we, there's a lot of thought processes that go into traveling right now and just being near. How do we safely gather? How do we make sure we do these things? And how are we respectful for it? How are we mindful? And how do we do our part to make sure that, we're not doing something silly and dumb? So, lots and lots and lots of different emotions have been running rampant through myself, the zoo, my brother, all this stuff. We really had a lot of conversations that I never thought we would have. Are we okay with this? Do we do this? Do we not do this? How do we make sure this is okay? What are we comfortable with? What are our boundaries? Super weird conversations to have when you're talking about Christmas and solstice and Yule and the holidays. It really made me think. It really made me sit back and kind of ponder on on how boundaries work, right? And especially at the holidays. And the holidays are already stressful for so many people. We have, running here and there, and you're not comfortable with this family member, but you got to pretend to be nice, or hell, Chinese Christmas gift, that white elephant gift game gives me anxiety because I'm like, I really want that, but I'm not taking it from them, So lots of anxiety, lots of stressors at the holidays, right? And then you add 2020 to it. If you are one of the many people who are hanging out at home when you're used to being surrounded by friends and family, and you're, not able to have that love and to share those gatherings, my heart, it aches for you, and I send so much love. It's hard. It's really hard. If you're one of those that the holidays, your family is just not present because one reason or the other, that's hard. Because, to spend this time alone and to spend this time not surrounded by the laughter and the cookies and the warm smells and the hugs and all that stuff really hits a spot, for most of us. Even the Grinchiest of us at Christmas time or the holidays or whatever you want to call it um, seems to get a little bit lighter. And this year has really put a struggle on that. And I don't know what I wanted. I wanted to take a minute because my cup is so overflowing right now, right? My sister-in-law, who I typically don't get to see because we're so far away, spent all day yesterday helping my youngest make a cup, a little wine cup for me, and he was so excited. Gave it to me today, and his heart is just overflowing. Like that. That's what this time is about. It's about giving and sharing, and she spent so much time with him, and she was so patient, and he was so excited, and so I really got to thinking about what those things can mean. I'm really thinking about my choice to use the porch too, just so you know. But we're already committed. We're 5 minutes in. This is where we are. So it really made me think about how full my cup is, how blessed I really am, and the hustle and bustle of things make us sometimes feel like we are so stressed and so overwhelmed and not a lot of room for gratefulness, right? Even if it's a small South Carolina got snow and you got a little bit of a white Christmas, or you woke up and you know you somebody who typically doesn't call you called you. Whatever it is, I really encourage you to find one small thing, if that's all you got, to be grateful for, because when we tap into that gratitude, when we tap into the small things, that maybe we don't typically pay attention to, it can make all the difference, because right now it's so stressful. So many are struggling, so many are alone, and so many are feeling that pain, right? In the other side, there's so much to be grateful for. There are so many things that we really, um, if we really sat back and said, this is small, but I'm grateful for it. We have done absolutely nothing. We have traveled 850 miles and done nothing. And it's been amazing, and I'm grateful for that. My teenagers, are struggling with what what are they supposed to be doing and all these stuff. But we have sat around and we have been able to play cards and we've been able to do those small things. Um, for that, I'm super grateful. For those things, it brings a sense of joy, right? And I know not everybody can say that. I'm not naive enough to know, to think that everybody has that surrounding of love, right? I have tons of siblings, and some of them are in Colorado, and some of them are back in South Carolina, and me and Chris are the only two that are here, with each other right now. So there are things that can make us sad, and there are things that really suck, for lack of a better way to put it. But there is so much that if we just sit back and think about how blessed we are, we really can find something, um, if you can't find anything, know that we here at the Quirky Lotus love you and are sending so much solstice, Yule, Christmas, juju, and really, really are glad that in whatever way you are in our lives that you're there. We really are. Um, each and every person everywhere brings so much to the table. And don't forget that. Don't forget that there's something out there that you bring that nobody else can bring. You know, um, there's lots of power in simple kindness. So if all you can do today is pick up the phone and call somebody who's on your mind and say, I love you and I'm grateful you're in my life, then do that. Reach out and do that small moment and really focus on how that makes your heart feel. Really pull that into that heart space chakra and allow for it to fill it up, because those small moments, they matter. Um, and sometimes we dismiss them. Oh, they're on my mind, but I don't. They'll think it's weird if I reach out to them. Reach out to them, because chances are they need it just as much as you do. And we could all use a little extra kindness here in 2020, right? So, I've kept you for a really long time. Not even sure how the audio on this is going to be. Hope that it's not too wobbly with the wind and the rain is coming in. So I need to get out the front porch. But again, sending so much love to each one of you guys. And I really hope that even though the holidays are different right now for each of us, holidays are weird and wobbly and a little unsure. Um, I really hope that you take a minute to think about that special thing that you bring to the world around you, because so many times we forget because we just dismiss it as something small, when in reality for somebody else it could be huge. We may be the only person who reaches out to them. We may be the only person crazy enough to send them a message, just because they're on our minds. Find power in that, and connect with the people around you in whatever way that looks like for you right now. But again, happy festivities from the Quirky Lotus. We love you all. And we can't wait to see what 2021 brings. We got a week or two, and in 2020, and there's been some good, been some rough, but try to find at least one thing, just one thing to be grateful for. All right. I had oracle cards. I'm not pulling them. I'm not doing it. So, sending so much love to you guys, and talk to you soon.